Hey, welcome to Cozy Intent. I'm your sovereignty specialist. I am excited right now to do this energy read for couples or for romance love situations. We'll see if it speaks to couples or if it speaks to singles. We'll see. But I'm excited to do it for some reason. I feel like I got to get up in somebody's love life since I don't have one really too much going on. So we're going to see what's happening in that world and getting the idea. There's relationship partnerships for the collective. We know that there's a significant one coming through for some. And so there's anticipation and excitement for that. But there's also anxiety because you know that you have the tendency to go goo goo gaga head over heels anytime that the love bug hits you. So there's there's that message card wanting to fly out. There's a sense of I want to get my stuff together. I want to focus. I want to focus. I want to focus, and I want to make sure that I've done everything that I need to do for me to make sure that I'm in a good space. So, love, if you come knocking, please come knocking gently, because you're still in a growing and transforming phase, and you're not like, it's like as if you were on you were addicted to a substance, and it's like you've been an addict and you're not quite ready to be in the room with said substance because you don't have the strength to not want to do it. So you just so you're kind of reluctant to be in the environment because you don't know if you got the strength. Okay, all right, let's see, let's talk about it. Let's see. Okay. We'll do 3 cards for the masculine, 3 cards for the feminine, okay? 3 cards for the masculine, 3 cards for the feminine. Okay, what are the masculine and feminine energies saying to one another? What's going on in their world? What is the communication between, like, what is the, I know it. What is the feminine feeling? What is the masculine feeling? Let's see what they're saying when they can't say it to each other. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the masculine first. I know it's usually ladies first, but I'm going to dive into the masculine first. Now, I would say last week or so, the masculine was just very, very chatty. It seemed like he had a lot, actually. I don't even know if that message, if I posted it, but it was clearly a message from the masculine energy, like, this is where I'm at. Today, I feel like he's very hard to tap into right now. I feel like he's in hermit mode, maybe. One more. Oh, and this one is turned over already. So we're going to take that. We have message, lovers, imprisonment, and then concern on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so message, card number 7. Lovers, card number 15, which is 6. 6 is also the lover's card in tarot. And imprisonment 29, which is 11, which I believe is justice. Okay, so we're going to clarify each of these cards. I do feel like there is some communication, like we talked about. There's a relationship or something that's coming in, and there's an anticipation for it. Now, this could be the masculine reaching out to a feminine and talking with her, but there is going to be some type of communication that comes in. I think this is more, though, while it will be something like a phone call, an email, text, something like that, that's pretty common, but I feel like this is more of a spiritual message that you're going to receive, or aha moment. Okay, I feel like the masculine is going to receive a message like that first, and then may initiate contact, or this is the delivery of a message, to want to break free. So this could be like, normally I would think I'd see the courtroom card here, but this could even be, telling a partner that you want to be free, that you're feeling very tied down in a relationship. So it's having a communication or a conversation about the relationship maybe being a little stagnant, a little stale, a little repressed. Maybe it feels like the love between the two of you maybe feels like it's breadcrumbing. You're just getting a little bit, it just doesn't feel very nourishing and very fulfilling right now. So there has a sense of dread over the relationship, and that's not good. So there could be a conversation about that as well. So let's go ahead and see what's clarifying these with these love cards. Ooh, I'm hearing, hold on, there's something else, and before I get to that, there's something else. Message, please. Okay. Lovers, please. Okay. Ace. Imprisonment, please. Okay. Got it. And we're still going to do those. It's just that there's something else, it seems like, here. Okay, so there's a message of I'm wanting to start a new beginning. We have the Fool card, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Swords. It's like a decision to let yourself free or not, and it's going to be a big decision because it's really you actually going after what you desire and what you love. That's the masculine's energy, remember. So the masculine energy is making a big decision about how to move forward in his emotions. He's the Ace of Cups. It's like he's had he knows what he wants. He has an overflow. I don't want to say overflow of love, but it's kind of like an overflow of love. And he's ready to now move forward and reach out and talk about that. There's a decision. If it hasn't been made, it has been made subconsciously. It just hasn't been accepted yet, because there is a sense of either we need to fix this or we need to just call it for what it is, because there's a desire to want more from out of a relationship, and it doesn't seem like he feels fulfilled right here. Okay. Yeah, he's finally going to take the leap to go after what he truly desires, what he truly loves. He's a little hesitant still. I feel like he hasn't fully made the decision, but I think if he desires if he truly is beginning to understand how to love himself and pay attention to what it is that he desires and what brings him joy and put that first, then I feel like he'll actually 110% make this jump as the Fool to start over in his lessons. The Fool card is the beginning of a new cycle. So I think this time he's like, I'm recognizing it and I'm going to pay attention this time, and I'm going to, enter into the game with my emotions more intact. I'm going after what I love. Okay, tell me about the message card. What is he saying? What's the message? Okay, the message is balance, sex, and ending. Okay, so that is what I was kind of referring to in the beginning, where this is not really a lot of intimacy going on here. If there is, it's not a lot. Okay, there could be sex, but there's no intimacy. So it doesn't really feel as great as you'd like. So it's just like, why even be bothered with it? I don't even want it. This is also, it could very much be someone not wanting to have it at all. And there could be a discussion about, hey, where can we find, I know, like, are we just going to stop? Why are you this way? Are we going to do anything to get back to it? It's just a conversation about the sex. Okay. That is, definitely, a conversation here. That is definitely a conversation. And it could also be that the masculine is not really feeling this feminine as much anymore. It's kind of like he doesn't really, it's sex. So he's not really having a strong desire. It feels like that maybe he's cold or she's cold, but their energy doesn't feel very intimate. Okay, so there's a conversation that needs to be had, or well, that's going to be had with the masculine, or should be had between the masculine and his feminine, his feminine, about some of these situations. This is also some of these masculines who are single, who are getting their sexuality under control. Okay, maybe there were some single masculines out there, some bachelors or things like that, who you guys were sowing your oats, right? You're doing your thing, and now the sex is kind of, it's still not, it's not like you don't want it, but it's just under more control. You have more control over it, and so you're slowing that down some, because now you realize that it's just sex and you do want more intimacy. Okay, tell me why the Lovers is here for the masculine. What's the masculine saying about the Lovers and the Ace of Cups? What's the masculine saying about the Lovers and the Ace of Cups? Okay, we have new beginning, divine timing, and ego. Okay, new beginning, divine timing, and ego. Okay, this is clarifying the Lovers with the Ace of Cups. I do feel like, again, this is that full energy going into the Lovers energy. There is a new emotional experience that's coming in, whether it be spiritual or romantic. Whatever it is, it's a new emotional experience that comes in. There is, I feel like this is a breaking down of the ego, right? It's like, see this rope right here. I don't know why it's around the neck, but I feel like it's like cutting off the ego there. It's like, you know, snatching off the big head. Like, you're not really, I feel like that has finally happened. I think there's a sense of maturity that you realize, that the masculine is realizing, like, this is, I've grown up, okay? This is the sex. I want intimacy. You know, I want more partnership. I'm not out there as wild as I used to be. I'm ready for something that's a little more mature, and or maybe a little more serious. It's like it's kind of like you're in this phase of wanting to settle down. No matter what your age is, it's just kind of you coming into that. Something going on with the throat chakra. So I do feel like there is a new beginning coming in for the masculine. I think it's going to be timed perfectly, but it's going to have to do with making sure that he can dissolve the ego part. Okay, it's at this point, it's no longer about the ego. It's just really about what you feel. Understand what you feel, because a lot of that feeling is based in the ego. What do they call it? The egoic mind, right? So that's not really what you want. That's just what you're thinking you want, or behaving just to save face in certain things. You get that. Just I feel like it's a breaking down of that. Be sure that you're ready to go ahead and be open and vulnerable, and that you recognize exactly what it is that you want and how you can give love to others. Okay, that's really good. The masculine's kind of, yeah, it's like thrown up. Yeah, I don't feel like he's I feel like it's maturity that's happened here. Just a desire of wanting more, and it's like, why am I acting like I want this? Why am I continuing to be here when this ain't really what I want? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just worried about looking foolish, or I'm just worried about whatever. Let that go. Okay. Imprisonment, 2 of Swords. Tell me why it's here for the masculine, please. Left hanging comes out. Tell me why imprisonment and the 2 of Swords. Travel and youthful. Playing games. Okay. And rushing in. Okay. Communication underneath the deck. Okay, clarifying imprisonment with the 2 of Swords is left hanging, youthful, travel, playing games, and rushing in. Okay, I think this is a warning. Okay, or well, I'm gonna kind of say it like a warning, because we all want to talk about rebound. Remember, there is a relationship, or there's something here for some of you masculines who have to they're either going to want to come out of that relationship, and then there's some of them who are maturing into wanting a more serious relationship. I hate using that word serious, but okay, before we get to that, left hanging, youthful, and travel. This to me goes to what they're a person that remember, there was a masculines out there who had a message maybe for someone that they wanted to rekindle with, and then there's also the message of, I feel like I want out of the relationship. I feel like that the ones who have a rekindling of a relationship or want to send out a message to a past lover, I feel like you're a little bit hesitant to reach out with this communication, because you might have maybe not talked to them in a long time. You might have ghosted or left them hanging without any type of explanation, or you might have simply just grew apart and there's really no hard feelings, but you might feel some type of way about reaching out. I don't know, there's some little bit of hesitancy. If it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, it's not, but if you are desiring this person, then go ahead and reach out and have the conversation. But it seems like you're wanting to even you truly do want to reach out and actually go and see this person, because they do bring you happiness and excitement, right? They do spark up what you don't feel over here anymore. However, you have the tendency to know that you've been playing games and rushing in with things. You have the tendency to know that you want to also live in a la world. Remember, because you can run forward with relationships really fast at times and get lost in them. And because you're coming out of something, there's actually going to be a really intense high when you if you talk to this person from the past. It's going to be a really intense high, and that's where you end up getting trapped sometimes. And this goes for the masculine and the feminine, because this is something that both of you are being concerned with. So you're really paying attention to how you move in love again, or you're being asked to make sure you pay attention. So you might want to hold back. You might want to pull back on some of those emotions about going to see somebody and wanting to rush in, because you might be moving a little prematurely. Okay, you might be moving a little prematurely, a little too fast. So make sure that you understand there's just more lessons here, so be mindful of that. Okay, take your time and make sure that whatever it is that you're getting out of, that you're completely out of it before you rush into something else. Okay, all right, let's go to the feminine energy, please. Feminine energy, please. feminine energy, please. Yeah, you guys are being a little tight-lipped and very selective about how you want to say what you're saying. That's good, because when you do communicate, you're going to be able to communicate effectively, because you are making sure that you're speaking what you feel. So you are mindful of your words. For both of you. Good. Really good. False person. Yeah. That's kind of, I can, that doesn't surprise me. Feminine is, yeah, she's paying attention too. You gotta tell them, feminine. You gotta give me, it's okay if you don't, I can pull them and it's not a problem. I'll get the message. I think that there's kind of finite. It's like, I don't think she just believes them. I don't think that she's gonna believe the feminine. If there's someone, okay, the feminine's just not feeling the masculine. It feels like there's just like, nope, I knew you wasn't right, or I know this ain't right for me. I'm not trying to hear it. There's really a kind of finite type of energy coming off the feminine. Like, nah, you're coming with that mess, and I'm just don't. There's a lack of trust. There's a lack of trust in the masculine, it feels like right now. Okay, you know what? If you don't have, I'm not going to make you say nothing else about it there. That's fine by me. We'll go ahead and clarify this false person card. So feminines, feel like you're that this could be feeling a little bit closed off, but you kind of keeping to yourself. I do see that you are minding your words, just like I was feeling. Right? You are minding your words. And you might feel like this masculine is just rushing in to play games with you. Still young-minded. And you're like, I can't go for that. No. Tell me why the false person is here. For the feminine, why is the false person here for the feminine? The Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups, and basically, she's like, I've been working too hard for you to come in and mess up my Ace of Pentacles and my Nine of Cups. No. Yeah, I done cut you loose. Ooh. Queen of Wands underneath the deck. I'm out. So feminines, I am not going to discourage you. You know what you need. You know what you feel. You know what your situation is. I'm not going to discourage you. If you ain't trying to hear it, don't hear it. I feel like the feminine is saying, I'm not with the shits at all. And she's been saying that for a minute. I've been putting in entirely too much work. I've been focused and I've been messing around. Now, hey, I gave you a lot of my time, love, and energy at one point anyway. But I'm not about to allow you to come in and take all of this and mess up my good stuff. No, I've been working entirely too hard to be in this Nine of Cups energy. I done turned these wands into cups, right? I done found something that I've worked towards, and now I have my fulfillment and my happiness. I've been going towards my coin, my stability, my success, my ideas, my creativity. I am in a good space. I am in flow. I'm receiving, and I am cutting out anything in such situation, person, place, thing, thought, habit, belief. You are just slicing it right on out, feminines. Like, See? Because you, split the deck. The Emperor and the Lover's card. The feminine is like, you got to come with it. When my king shows up, he will show up. Or your partner, whatever you want to call your other piece. When your other half shows up, you will know it. And she ain't accepting nothing else and nothing less. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing, masculines over here, if you are going back to try to talk to an old feminine, you might as well have your stuff together. And that was one of the readings before. You have your shit together. Okay, is there anything else, feminine, that you want to say? See, I'm not playing. She wants her emperor. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, come with it. Come with it. Oops, see? Underneath the deck. 10 of Cups. Feminines, yeah, ain't trying to hear it, dudes. Masculines or dudes, whatever masculine energies, okay? Feminine is like, I'm focused. I'm focused. If you're coming over here and trying to break up my happiness and my peace, then we're going to have a problem. I'm not taking in any of that. Yeah, definitely not. As a matter of fact, any of you who are coming back, the other feminines doesn't even see you in the same capacity anymore. So you're really going to have to show up like with all your, as an emperor, just period. Because she's definitely feeling emporish-ish. Tell me what the feminine has to say. What is the feminine saying? Okay. Jealousy, rejection, and three's a crowd. See? She ain't trying to be this mistress sneaking around with you and you hiding her in the corners and in the back, you sneaking and creeping. She ain't trying to do that with you. She is not trying to do that with you. She does not want to be the snake in the garden. She is turning that down. Anytime you come in with this three's a crowd mess, I'm not in it. Because one, she's like, nope, I'm not finna be trying to be jealous and have all of that. I know I'm not capable of that type of relationship right now. I'm rather just do me. So and I feel like there's even some work that the feminine could be doing on jealousy issues or breaking free from somebody who's had jealousy issues for sure too. But you are not about to enter into that. You're just like, I'm not for that. What else you have to say? Yeah. Okay. I see gossip and secret admirer. So there's some type of information, again, that message or this topic. And you're not even trying to be that. You don't want to, it's kind of like, nah, I don't want people kind of talking about, I don't want that. You don't want to be caught up in that. If you're going to be out in a relationship, you're going to be out in a relationship. It ain't going to have to be no gossip. Because if you like me, then we going to say it. And if I like you, then I'm going to say it. And we ain't going to have to sneak and creep behind no doors. Okay? We ain't going to have to do that. Right? Now, the mask, yeah. And I also feel like the feminine is kind of talking up somebody new for herself, right? I feel like she's saying, you know what, we could be friends. I seem like, but I feel like she is really talking in, bringing in a new emperor, a new masculine, a new love, a new admirer. Yeah. Obsession. She's really focused on she's thinking about someone else, someone who's going to love her, who's going to recognize and love her. Yep. Choices in children with compromise. Okay. And moving secretly. Okay. Going towards decisions making decisions, choices that sit right with her, that feel good with her, that keep her happy and satisfied in her making her inner child glow and staying alive. There could be something to do with children here. I just don't feel it so much as any type of custody things or anything like that with kids. I'm not feeling any of that. But I do feel like there's some feminines out there who are like, like they don't want to mess around with dudes with kids. At least younger kids, I suppose, because it seems like there's a cliche that it comes with a lot of drama. So there's got to be a clean house. When we're not trying to do the dirty house thing, we're not trying to do the messy thing. We're trying to mature and be older, or be more, amicable towards one another, and be able to raise children without all of that mess. We over each other, we over all of that. So there could be some decisions like that. Like, I just don't want to mess around with dudes who have these kids, because it kind of brings in drama. I do also feel like the feminine is keeping her mouth shut, and she's keeping things to herself. See how she's got her mouth again covered there, moving secretly, and then I also see secret admirer. I think she's keeping her manifestations, her feelings, what she's calling in. She's being very private about it. And that's good. That's a good thing. You don't get all that mix of mess from other folks. But I don't think that she's interested in sneaking around. She's not. That does not really necessarily, to me, feel like a good move for her. However, it may be a temptation for her, but I don't really feel like she thinks it's a good move. So she's really going to be looking to turn it down. Okay. That is the read. Let me know if any of that resonates for any of you. All right, we will have another cozy conversation soon. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on my other platforms, and we'll talk again soon.